Hey everybody, this is Josh from the future, leaving a message for you back in time to let you know that this is a kind of a special episode of the TLDR pod. We did this on Facebook Live and recorded the audio, and that's what you're getting. So this episode is completely unedited, completely unscripted, just shooting the breeze and talking about the final round of the big deal, the Mouse Madness. You know what it is. And so, yeah, this was a big experiment we tried with Facebook, and we enjoyed it. We enjoyed having that audience interaction, and I hope it comes through on the podcast. So sorry if it doesn't make for the best listening, but I think it does. I think it's going to be okay. Also, sorry for the delay in uploading this. We've all been traveling and doing different things over the summer, but also we wanted to make sure that we're getting everything as good to go as we can. So you'll hear us talk about why this took so long later in the episode. We do have a couple of exciting things coming up in the future that I'm not allowed to talk about yet, but I'm very, very excited about the prospects that we have lined up for the future of the podcast and sort of the direction we're going to be taking. And that's another part of the delay is we're trying to figure all of that out. And so, yeah, we're very excited to share that with you. If you have any ideas for us on what we should be doing in the future, go ahead and shoot that over to tldrpod@gmail.com. And we do read and reply to all of those. So go ahead and make sure you're doing that. And some other things we got planned on the docket are possibly a live episode here in the future with an actual audience. That could be a lot of fun. So we're going to try to get that lined up, and already think we can kind of have it going. So it's going to be a good time. Anyway, go ahead and like us on the internet web thing. Anywhere, you know where to find us. You know how to find us. TLDR Pod, wherever you want to, get your info. And so I hope you enjoy this episode, and go Dogs. Well, here we are.
Well,
there we are.
Hey!
We're here.
We are here.
We're live.
We're live.
We are live.
Thanks for joining us.
Live
Thanks for joining
as
us for
heck.
this experiment that we're doing. I'm going to pull up the live stream on my phone.
Do it.
And just
that's what I'm
destroy the
doing right now.
bandwidth in the house.
Do it.
Don't get on the Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
Does
don't
anybody
get on the
ever
Wi-Fi.
actually use the Wi-Fi at their house, though?
I have to because we don't have service at our house for my phone. So it's either that or be completely incommunicado with everyone.
If we use the Wi-Fi here on our phones, we will be incommunicado here because it doesn't work.
Yeah, I can imagine.
All right. Well, here we are. So if you're if you've never listened to the podcast and the video is more of your medium, you're in good shape because this is the video pod. This is what we're doing now. Apparently, we're doing it tonight.
We're doing
Just
it tonight.
Tell them why, Josh.
Yeah.
Well, here's what happened. We're working on the and by we I mean myself. I'm working on the last episode of the Mouse Madness. Now, Mouse Madness, if you don't know at home, if you're just now joining us, and I don't mean today, I mean in general, joining us.
Future listeners.
We spent the last 2 months going through what we called Mouse Madness.
It only felt like a year.
It was much more entertaining to listen to the 2 episodes that it was distilled down into. But Mouse Madness
Very true.
was inspired by the March Madness bracket that was floating around the internet during March of the Disney movies being pitted against each other. I'm sure you saw this, and the movies were okay. They were okay, but it could have been done better, and so that's what we did. We did it better.
Well, I think we did.
That's the way we do things here at TLDR. We do it better.
That's right.
And so we went through and we made a 32 bracket, 32 seed bracket.
Yeah, there you go.
We divided the Disney movies into eras. So we had the Bronze Era, the Silver Era, Golden Era, all of these. We combined them, and so we had our 4 divisions.
Okay.
And then in those divisions, we worked our way through, and we figured out who was the champion of each. Well, we're going to do that tonight, actually. That's going to be our first round. And so far, what we're left with, and if you're following along at home, and you want to view the bracket, well, you can do that through just go to your podcast player and pull up either one of our Mouse Madness episodes, and both of them have a link to the bracket, and you can follow along if you want to.
And fill out your own. See if your winner matches up with ours.
Sure.
It might not. It might not.
It probably won't. But what we're left with today is our first round today. We're going to have Peter Pan versus 101 Dalmatians, which is going to be the winner of the silver and golden era. We're going to have The Lion King versus Mulan, which is the bronze and Renaissance eras. And we're going to have Moana versus Frozen, which is the post-Renaissance and revival eras. And we're going to have Pixar. It has its own era. We're going to have Monsters, Inc. versus Finding Nemo. Now, we have already done this. We have done this one time, and I don't remember the results. But what happened was the audio editing went awry. It went a little bit awry. And but we're back. We're back on it. We're going to do it live. We're experimenting out here. It's going to be a good time.
And it's been so long anyway since we first recorded it that it's like doing it for the first time.
It really is. Because we did that, let's see, how many months ago was that, Saren?
About 6.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
a year
in
ago.
all seriousness, we did it about probably 3 or 4
yeah.
weeks ago. So
Yeah, it was 4 weeks ago we
Oh my
recorded it.
gosh.
I remember things pretty well. I don't remember that. Hardly at all. I do know who we had winning. I'll be interested to see if they still come out on
Yeah.
top.
I thought it would be fun. Now, hear me out. I thought it would be fun to just take the last 8 teams, the last 8 movies, and just throw them into a hat and pick 2 out, and then we can randomize it, and then it could be a battle there at the end, sort of battle royale style,
No, we got to see this through to the end. Bracket style.
bracket style.
Yeah. We chose a bracket for the specific reason that it was May, and we thought, you know what we should have done in March? Let's just do it now.
And now it's June.
And now
And
it's June.
We're going to finish it up.
and we're
We
gonna
even had a
finish it.
conversation one time about it being May Madness.
We did.
So this is really lasting about as long as a regular basketball season.
It's true. This is pretty much run concurrently with the NBA playoffs. We are now in the finals of the NBA
Ooh,
playoffs.
It's perfect.
Yeah.
See, it
It
all
was
works
meant
out.
to be.
And we started near the very beginning of the playoffs.
Wow.
It worked out.
Well, we're going to be recording this and just editing the audio a little bit and uploading it as a podcast. So if you're listening in podcast world, welcome. We're going to try to keep you involved. Thanks to Saren's mom and uncle for joining us.
Yeah. Hey,
So
guys.
far, you're the only 2.
No, we got 3.
I think
we
Josh
count.
is one of
Oh,
them.
whoops.
I'm the 3rd one, but that's okay. That's okay. Mark will be here soon.
Hey, Mark.
Hi, Mark.
It's
So?
okay.
You ever watch videos of Blink-182 live and and Tom DeLonge is just like, "Hey, Mark," like in between songs, he's like, "Yeah, Tom." He's like, "Hey, Mark," and he just does that through the whole show.
I don't know if I've seen that.
Oh, it's really good. I'll have to look it up. It's pretty good.
I just know where he does his "Where are you?" Sha-na-na-na-na-na-na-na. Classic pop punk vocals.
Classic pop punk. So here we are, kids. Are we ready to dive into this?
I am ready.
All right, and audience, feel free to, and mom, feel free to, throw your opinion out there too.
Yeah, let us know.
Absolutely. We want to hear
I mean,
from all of you
Your
loyal
opinion
listeners.
is not going to change my opinion, but I still want to hear it.
In fact, it might make my opinion of you lesser.
Mm.
But I'm totally kidding. Or am I?
He is.
Hey, Christopher. Good to have you, buddy.
Hey, Chris. Chris is a kid. Well, he wasn't a kid, but when he was a kid, we went to school together
Oh.
in 3rd grade.
Hello, Christopher.
All right, so here
All
we
right.
are. Round 1. Here's what we're doing. Round 1 is Peter Pan versus the 101 Dalmatians. Just a reminder, we have done all these rounds up to this point, and that's who the 2 are that are in the lead. So we have Peter Pan versus 101 Dalmatians. So, are we going to do this one on 3
Yeah.
with our
Yeah.
votes? 1, 2, 3.
Peter Pan.
Done.
Oh, well, that was easy.
Shaboom.
Easy breezy beautiful.
Shaklackety.
I feel like we tried to give a bunch of credit to 101 Dalmatians for being a decent movie, and then none of us could even remember the plot of the movie.
Cruella DeVille wants to make a coat out of some puppies.
Mm-hmm.
We couldn't remember the main characters' names.
Anita and
And John.
John.
I don't know
I
that
don't
John
know.
is right.
I don't think it is. It might be Roger.
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 Is it
No, it's
Roger?
Roger, darling.
Yep.
That's what it is. So anyway,
Hey, Dad.
it's very,
Hi,
very
Sean.
obviously the better movie, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
I would-
since Lily's gotten into Tinkerbell, I have to vote for Peter Pan.
It's so good.
It's okay.
Yeah, I think it's good. Hook is great.
Yeah.
I like Hook. He's a good villain. Yeah.
We had a long conversation last time about the boys voting for boy movies and the girl voting for the girl movies, and I think that let me explain this to Siren real quick. Is there a word for that we could use?
I think it's when a man explains to a woman.
Male explaining.
Yeah,
That's
male
what I think-
explaining.
yeah. Male explaining.
A lot of male people get into this where they're like, you see, I have to put the postage on the outside of the envelope. You can't put it on the inside.
No, it's MALE, and the E is the beginning of the word explain, so it's male-splain. It looks like malsplain. Anyway,
Like Inception.
right.
Okay.
So we were talking about, we had a conversation about how that Wendy sort of is a Disney princess in her own way. Was that you or the drink that?
That was me.
That was Sarah.
Okay. And you had something to say about that.
I mean, she kind of is. I guess she's
But would you
Princess of Neverland.
would you agree that wouldn't Tinkerbell be closer to that? Or what
mean,
would
Oh yeah.
her role
Wendy
be?
and Tinkerbell are both people you can see at Disney World.
In a meta sense, I would say Tinkerbell is the most successful part of that movie. But
They did franchise her. I mean, they didn't franchise Wendy.
yeah, that's true. But we were talking about what is the protagonist of the movie, and it's like it's got to be Wendy, right? Like it's not. It's kind of Peter Pan, but not really. He's not in half the movie.
I would kind of call it more of an ensemble cast.
Yeah, especially with the Lost Boys and
Yeah.
stuff. But
The
Yeah,
Lost
I would
Boys, the
agree.
Darling siblings, Peter Pan, Tinkerbell, Hook. I mean, they're all, I would say, equally.
well, I'm going to pull a play from DreamWorks because I like to move it, and we're going to be moving on here
All right.
into the next round. So Peter Pan is moving on to face the winner of The Lion King versus Mulan. The Lion King versus Mulan. Opening arguments.
Are you looking at me to
Yeah.
start?
Yes.
Well, I'm going to vote for Mulan.
Tell us why, Siren.
I like movies with a strong female character. What can I say? I like that Mulan is like a lot of Disney movies have strong female characters. I think that's probably a cornerstone of Disney movies.
I would agree.
But no one ever has to really save Mulan. She's never like I'm sorry, I'm looking at the Facebook comments.
Are people raging?
No, just people are being silly.
Good.
We're going to make male explaining a thing.
keep it silly. Get in the comments, guys.
Yeah, I know that Lion King is going to win this bracket, but I have to make a case for Mulan because it's so good. She never has to be saved. She saves an entire freaking country. A huge country. How many people does China have? Like 1 billion?
At the time, there
Doesn't
weren't
matter.
1 billion people on Earth at the time.
Right now, China has 1 billion people, and they wouldn't be here without Mulan. So, suck it.
Valid.
That's fair. That's fair. Do we want to give reasons for Lion King?
I guess.
I mean, I think there's one
No,
big reason.
I think there's one
Yeah.
major reason. Are you ready?
Yeah. Ah, Savannah, gonna need you to buy.
Shitty poo.
Wow, Siren.
What?
We weren't supposed to curse on here. You just said the
No, she
F
was
word.
saying it was the African. The
Yeah.
Oh,
That's what they
yeah.
say. Right?
Ziti Hum.
Oh.
We talked about this. You know that Ziti Hum is actually
Whoops.
It's nonsense.
I can't remember if we talked about this on the second episode or if we talked about this in the last episode, and I've just tried to edit it 14 times. But anyway,
I think it was in the second episode, actually. Because I feel I remember hearing us talk about
Yeah.
it on a podcast.
Right.
Either way,
either way,
Continue.
Ziti Hum is just is what they say right there, and it's just nonsense words. It's just sort of like saying fa la 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 la. It's the same kind of thing. It's just nonsense words that follow the thing. So yeah, Nolan and I are both voting for The Lion King. Nolan, take it away.
I mean, I grew up with this movie. It was one of the first movies I remember seeing. And my argument has always been if you take any secondary character, stack them up from the other movies, like who stands out. The Lion King has so many people that just stand. Like Timon and Pumbaa got their own movie,
Yeah.
like a direct-to-DVD
Lion
movie.
King 1.5.
Yeah. That's off of side characters. Like Mulan, you couldn't pull that off with.
Yeah, you could. Mulan's
know.
grandma.
Wow.
Mushu.
That's the one you went with, Mulan's grandma.
Would you like to stay for dinner? Would you like to stay forever? She's so funny.
Not
that may
any of
be
the
true.
Mushu, the three dudes.
All of this may be true, but they have not done it yet, and it's been 20 years since
They did
Mulan
make a
came
Mulan
out.
sequel.
And what are the three dudes'
It
names?
sucked.
Yeah, not Timon
Ling.
and Pumbaa. Ping is one.
Rafiki? Come on.
Oh, I thought you were saying one of their names was
No.
Rafiki. That's funny.
But yeah, I mean, I love Mulan. It's a great movie. Lion
Great
King's
music.
better.
I mean, Lion King has great music.
I would say that I prefer the Lion King music over
Oh, yeah.
Mulan.
Yeah, hands down. Except for Be a Man.
Yeah.
But yeah, other than
Just
that.
coursing
So I
For-
mean, yeah. What do you have to add?
I think I'm going to add everything I have to say about Lion King in the next round because we're going to have to defend it later. So I think I'm going to save some things. But
Good call.
Yeah, yeah.
Well,
All right, so
fine.
Lion King's moving on,
Sorry.
just like us, moving right along. I'm going to come up with a moving song for each of these
Okay.
categories.
Congratulations.
Be a
It's
man.
the seltzer water. Makes me burpy.
Seltzer water.
The next round we have the winner. Let's go through this round real quick. So far we've had Moana versus Princess and the Frog. Moana won. We had Tangled versus the Emperor's New Groove. Emperor's New Groove won. Moana beat Emperor's New Groove, and here we are with Moana. Then going all the way back, we had Lilo and Stitch versus Atlantis. Atlantis won. We had Frozen versus Big Hero 6. Frozen won, and then Frozen versus Atlantis. We had Frozen. Now here we are with the last two Disney princess movies that have been released, Moana and Frozen. I love both of these movies.
Yeah, I do too. And I watch both of them a lot.
If you haven't seen, you need to go watch not right now, but later. I'll put a link in the description, as they say.
Do
you
it.
need to go watch the Moana, the Frozen Broadway show did
Oh, God.
like a Let It Go supercut of like
Music video
backstage
kinda.
music video kind of thing. It's awesome.
Really?
The whole thing is just like, okay, it's the same song with a different singer, but the end.
Yeah. And it's just like, I don't like Idina Menzel's voice.
What did John Travolta call her? Adele Dazeem.
Have you seen you know that video of it was one of the playoff games. LeBron looked at Michael Jordan as he made that dunk.
Mm-hmm.
That's what this video is doing to Idina Menzel. She's just looking at her like, yeah, that was cute. I
sang
remember
this
that time you sang that
way
note.
better than you.
That was cute. Yeah, it's really good.
Nice.
Yeah, it just totally redeemed everything I didn't like about Frozen, which was mainly Idina Menzel.
Wow. Well, Frozen. Lily has become obsessed with Frozen.
Yes.
We've watched it on loop for the past couple of months.
Yeah.
Oh.
We've also, she's also still obsessed with Moana.
But she's been obsessed with Moana for like
A year.
almost a year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I've seen that one a lot.
So Nolan, what was your vote between these two? What are you thinking?
What was my vote? Oh, I went with the first time we did this, I went with Frozen. The second time, I'm still going with Frozen.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Frozen.
Mm-hmm.
Siren, do you remember what you voted for?
I don't think it matters what I voted for because.
What did you vote
This
for?
is about what I feel right now. I don't remember.
Well, what are you voting for right now?
I don't know. It's too much pressure.
I feel like I could go either
Yeah,
way on this
sweaty.
one. I feel
went. Oh, I didn't mean to cut you off. I just went with Frozen because I felt, as great as Moana is, I would maybe consider it the better of the two movies, but Frozen kind of just took over the world
Yeah.
when it came out. Like, I remember you telling me about going to the Disney store,
Yeah.
and
God, yeah.
Frozen still takes up an entire section
Yep. Yeah.
of the store, whereas Moana is like a little kiosk in
Yeah.
the middle.
That was this Christmas, like the Christmas after Moana came out, I think.
Yeah.
And
So-
it had a little kiosk, and Frozen had their own village.
Like corner.
Yeah.
of course,
so-
it was Christmas time.
Also, Frozen has its own ride at Epcot.
yeah, that's true.
This one I kind of am going more cultural impact.
Meta.
Because, I mean, you could walk up to most strangers on the street and just be like, do you want to build a snowman? And they'd know what you were talking about.
I think you could go up to most strangers on the street and be like, I am Moana. Well, they would know what you're talking about, I
I
guess.
think if someone walked up to me on the street and did either one of those things, I would run. I think that's what I would
All
do.
right, my dad had a decent idea. Audience pick.
Hey, audience.
Ooh,
We don't care what
audience
you
pick.
You can
I'd be
you
okay
can cast
with
your
it.
vote. We may or
Cast
may
your
not.
vote in the comments,
We
guys.
may or may not go with it. But I actually think that I'm.
What, Siren?
What you leaning towards?
I think I might be maybe a little bit leaning towards Moana.
Go for it.
And here's why. My main reason why. Lin-Manuel did the music for it.
That's true.
And Lin-Manuel is my Broadway husband. And I feel like I can't vote against him. Also, like, Moana and Frozen have a lot of the same things that I like. And that, like, Moana is in no way a love story. She doesn't end up with a guy at all, except she reunites with
Yeah.
her dad.
She just spends the whole time with this really old guy on a boat.
Yeah.
Just
And
the two of them.
I mean,
And a
Frozen it does kind of end in a love story, but it's more about sisterly love,
Yeah.
which I really liked about it, and I still do like about it at the time.
You can relate to Sam with it.
Sisterly love.
I love you, buddy. If
Brad.
you ever see this.
Brad, if you haven't seen Brad Maffett, if you haven't seen Moana, you need to do that.
You
need to come
really
over.
need to.
It's really good.
It's
the music's
so
really good.
It's on Netflix.
Oh, is it? Yeah, watch it on Netflix. Well, I gotta say, after watching both of them thousands of times on repeat, I think I'm gonna have to go with Frozen, and here's why. I know it's the tiebreaker, but here's why. I think Frozen, like you said, cultural wins that. Musically, I think overall it's stronger. There are a couple of songs in Moana that I didn't like. I really didn't like Shiny the first time I heard
What?
it, and I don't really care for You're Welcome. Now that doesn't mean
Shiny
they don't get
is-
stuck in my head.
Shiny is the Jermaine Clement
Yeah.
crab song, right?
That's Lily's favorite.
Well. Yeah, she was singing it today.
Shiny.
Shiny.
But
That's
also, she goes around singing, "Let it go, let it go."
That's true.
She
Lily-
sang. Yeah.
Lily's going to listen back to this one day and just be so upset. A house divided.
I'm sorry, baby.
Probably.
Well, I think
I
it's
mean,
time-
I'm not surprised that y'all voted against me because y'all never vote with me. So,
Nolan cast his vote first, so it's impossible for him to have voted against you.
well, it's
Well,
always Nolan and Josh.
Sarah,
against
let me
Sarah.
mail explain this to you real quick. Hashtag mail explain 2018. We're going to change the world.
Mail
Putting men back where they
explain.
belong.
Yeah.
On equal playing field.
Yeah.
With men 30% more likely to get anything.
Oh, come on. It's only like 22%.
All right, it's time to let it go
Oh.
and move on to the
Oh.
last round of our Elite Eight. We've got Monsters Incorporated and Finding Nemo. If you're just joining us, by the way, we're going through. We set up this. Bracket, 32 Disney movies. We've run them through. We're in the last round of the Elite Eight, and that last round is from our Pixar division, and that is going to be Monsters, Inc. versus Finding Nemo. Now, if you listen to our second episode, you know that Siren had this plea for Finding Nemo over The Incredibles in the last round,
It's true.
in which she argued, story of love, a father finding his child. It hits you all in the feels. Siren, what are you thinking for this round? Finding Nemo versus Monsters Incorporated.
Okay. I'm about to vote against myself
Uh-oh.
because I know I made an impassioned argument for Finding Nemo. But I also think that when I put it up against Monsters, Inc., I would rather watch Monsters, Inc., and here's why. I think my Finding Nemo is too long. I think it's paced slowly. And I think that's also a problem with Finding Dory, is that it's just too long. I was like, man, this movie just like keeps going. I think there's a big lull in the middle with not enough stuff going on. I can remember really clearly the first time I saw Monsters, Inc. Because my dad rented it on VHS from the movie gallery.
Yeah.
Hey, shout out to Movie Gallery.
Yeah.
I remember that place.
And they told me, I remember this so specifically, they told me that I was going to get to watch my first ever rated R movie.
Whoa.
That was like a big deal. And
Were they trying to trick you?
Yes. They told me that movie was
What?
movie was Panic Room.
Panic Room?
And I was like, oh,
It's an
it's
alright
rated R
movie.
and it's scary. Oh, like this is a double jeopardy.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Okay, so they told you that you were going to watch Panic Room.
Yeah.
And slid in Monsters, Inc.
And then
and said, this is Panic Room.
no, they had also rented Panic Room and they were going to watch it after I went to bed. But they put in Monsters, Inc. for me. And the opening credits started up, and if you can recall, the opening credits are like that black screen and then all the doors pop up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I was like, is that like the door to the Panic Room? And I was so confused. I was like, this scary movie is starting out really happy. Like that was weird. And then they were like, JK, it's fine. It's Monsters, Inc. And I was like, that sucks. But also I ended up really liking it. So
Yeah, I like Monsters, Inc. better than Panic Room, for sure.
All right. Monsters, Inc. is moving on over Panic Room.
Yeah, good mini bracket.
I have since seen Panic Room, and it's not that great a movie.
Not that great.
Not that great.
All right. Well,
Seth commented and said his first rated R movie was Betsy's Wedding.
You watched it with my parents before their wedding. Nice.
I don't remember what my first rated R movie was.
I remember what my first real one was.
What?
The Matrix.
Oh, yeah.
Mine was Terminator 2 Judgment Day.
So you saw it before you saw Terminator 1?
Mm-hmm.
Were you very confused?
Nope.
Huh.
My dad explained it to me.
Gotcha. Dad splained.
Dad Splained.
Yeah.
I think it probably was Titanic, now that I'm thinking about it. Was probably.
Oh, so you saw one
actually-
with boobs.
No.
Yeah.
Titanic was not rated R. It was
It was
PG-13.
PG-13. Yeah, you're right.
What?
Mhm.
Because I
No.
Yes,
saw
it was.
Titanic before I saw The Matrix. And my mom
Those-
just made me close my eyes during the sex stuff.
Those were
No.
some freshwater boobies up
Me
in that
too.
movie.
I
Oh
saw
my God.
I saw that when I was... I feel like I saw Titanic in theaters. I was only like 5.
Wow. I remember very specifically, it came in, the VHS set was a 2 VHS set, so it was like bigger than the rest of the VHS tape,
Mhm.
you know?
Oh,
And
yeah.
Granny was babysitting us over at our house one time, and Mom and Dad were somewhere, and
Probably church.
yeah, actually, it probably was camp meeting or something. And I was like, well, let's watch this movie. And so we put it on because I wanted to watch it, but I wasn't allowed to. But Granny didn't know that. And so we
Your
watched
granny
it.
had never seen Titanic?
I mean, Granny doesn't have the internet still.
Yeah, but she has a VHS player.
I mean, yeah, but it
Why would
mostly-
she want to see it? She already knew all about it.
I'm not kidding.
Nolan.
I'm not kidding.
I'm an ageist. I'm never getting old.
I'm not kidding. She literally has like probably 100 VHS tapes, and they're all Gaither vocal band reunion videos.
That sounds right. And Hee Haw stuff.
Yes. Yeah. Seriously, like Andy Griffith box set, like
Yep.
that kind of stuff. All right.
You want to
Anyway.
watch some Gunsmoke later?
All right. Let's see what everybody's saying. I think.
It
I
seems
think-
like the consensus is for Nemo.
The
That's-
consensus is for Nemo, but
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna be honest with you. Monsters Inc. is the better movie. I don't know what you.
It's so funny.
Wazowski.
And Nolan, shut up with what you're about to say.
No, I'm not about to say
Monsters
it.
University was a better sequel than Finding Dory.
Yeah, debatable.
I don't know about that.
It
If we're
was.
talking about sequels.
Well, I know Monsters University was a prequel, but
I don't hate Finding Dory. I know everybody does. I know it's the cool thing to not like it. I like it.
I don't know if it's the cool thing to not like it or
I
not.
think it's fine.
I just think it's boring.
I just didn't like Monsters
And also
University.
just like pretty much a shot for shot remake of Finding Nemo.
What?
It's the same story.
I don't know, Randy.
Crucify me if you want, but
I mean,
I mean,
We could.
Should I start singing the hymn now about the day they crucified my Lord?
Yes.
I don't remember all of it.
I've got it. You ready? The day
Yeah.
they crucified my Lord. It goes
Yeah.
like this.
Thank
Sorry.
you, Jessica.
I'm trying to go into the day that music died, but I can't remember how it starts.
I can't remember either.
A long, long time ago.
American Pie. That's the name
I
of
can
that song.
still
Yeah, yeah.
remember. No, it's not. It's the day that music died. That's the name of the song.
No, it's American Pie by
No,
Don
it's-
McLean.
It's the day that music died.
Nope, it's American Pie by Don McLean.
Someone in the comments figure this out. We got to move on. Wait. You haven't voted yet.
Oh, I'm voting Monsters Inc.
Monsters Inc.
Just to
Woo!
make it
Unanimous.
simpatico.
Why did y'all high five
You
each
said
other?
Finding Nemo.
No, I said Monsters Inc. I was voting against Finding Nemo. Remember how I said it's boring and long and
Oh, yeah.
said I'm
Yes.
voting against
Yes,
myself?
That's right. I do remember that. Sorry, I thought I was going to have to mail explain it to you again. Hashtag mail explain. Well, we'll talk about this the next time. All right. So that brings us
See?
to the end of our...
American Pie, Don McLean.
No.
A long, long time ago.
that song is called American Pie.
That song's called, because then it goes into the Bye Bye Miss American Pie.
Well, yeah, but like...
It's called American Pie.
But I remember growing up thinking it was called American Pie, and then someone was like, no, it's called The Day That Music Died. And then when I looked it up on LimeWire and downloaded it, it was called The Day That Music Died.
That was LimeWire getting it wrong. That's why a lot of people think that the song Creep by Stone Temple Pilots is a Nirvana song, because LimeWire labeled it wrong.
Huh.
Yeah.
If you used LimeWire back in the day, you know you were doing it right when you used LimeWire to download LimeWire Pro.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. Yep.
Take that.
Agreed.
Seth, what
All
did
right.
you look up? Oh,
Oh, American Pie.
okay.
Yeah.
I'm okay with being wrong. I don't like it. I hate it, but I'm okay.
See, I don't
I'm
either.
fine.
That's why I was going to fight, because I was like, I'm not wrong.
I'm fine, really. I'm fine. All right, I think it's time to go to a commercial break before we go into our final four. Everybody, this will be a good
Josh,
chance.
put down that bat. Please put down that bat. I know you said you're not mad. Put down the bat.
Listen,
Oh, thank God you dropped it under the table.
I
You know
did.
people can see us, Nolan.
I did get a.
Yeah.
Okay.
You can go buy a bat at the new coffee shop in Royston called Center Field. Center Field, the only baseball-themed coffee shop that will ever exist.
Shout out to Denise Pritchett,
Oh, do
the
you know
owner.
that? I don't know Denise. I know a lot of people involved in Pleasant Grove. It's actually really cool. Have
It's
you been there
so
yet?
cool.
No.
It's
Not,
it's
I'm
very,
not very
well done.
interested in coffee on a 95-degree day.
They have iced
Usually.
coffee.
I'm not
had
interested
an iced
in any
coffee
kind
today.
of coffee when it's hot.
They have a charcuterie board.
They do.
Wait, they do?
Yeah.
I'm in. I'm in.
Can I
But-
make my joke?
Yep.
It's got the best charcuterie you can get in Royston.
Josh.
I should have just said no.
Oh, actually, Seth asked where Trevor was. We actually couldn't get Trevor to do this episode because it's live, and he doesn't really know how to do that. He only knows how to do
Wait.
audio engineering. So
Also, he's too small to see.
anyway,
So-
did you want to take a break, Nolan? I think you were gonna adjust something during the break, and we were gonna.
Yeah,
Um,
hold on. Let me see if I can get down here to get it. I don't know if it'll work though.
Hang on. Let
Whoa,
me.
whoa.
I'm
Tre-
adjusting
hey.
something over here.
Trevor's down here.
Oh, Trevor, what are you doing down there?
Hey everybody, what's going on? I was just coming out to say, I wish I could make my debut, but I'm camera shy.
Well, Trevor, you also have yourself strapped down to the floor with leather. Why? Why do you have this? And how did you get leather that small?
I like having fun and I'm friends with a Leatherman. His name's Daniel.
Nolan, can you get him?
Yeah, Trevor, don't go in the grate. Stop.
Oh, did he run away? How
Yeah.
did he get?
Is that how he's getting in and out?
I think that's it. I
Well-
really do think that's it.
I know he lives in the closet, and I know he uses the vents, but I didn't. Anyway,
It
okay.
never occurred to me that he was using the vent.
Yeah,
Well-
I don't know. Man, it's unfortunate. Maybe we can get Trevor on here later. We'll see if we can get him.
All right. Are we good? We good to move on to the final four?
Yeah.
Final
The
four.
final four. Mouse Madness. Pew 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 pew.
Also,
right.
shout out to my mom for not being interested in coffee either. Love you, Mom.
Hey, Miss Elaine.
At least your moms are watching.
It's true. That's okay.
All right, we're gonna move on to the next round. It's gonna be Sarah, can you do it?
Okay, we're going to talk about the final four. Our first pairing is going to be Peter Pan versus the Lion King.
Ooh, well.
I think this is going to be unanimous.
You ever heard of fishing in a barrel with a machine gun?
I don't know
It's
if I've
really
heard
easy?
it. I don't know if I've ever heard it put exactly like that, but yes,
Yeah.
I understand.
Well, that's you understand the metaphor.
yeah.
We are the machine gun, and Peter Pan is about to get fish machine gun barreled because, and the bullets are the Lion King.
Our
'Cause
little lions.
No, guns don't kill people. People kill people. And using that logic, then we are not destroying it. Lion King is destroying Peter Pan.
All right.
We're all voting for Lion King is what we're getting at.
Do we even need to justify this?
No, I think you need to save your points
I
Yeah.
agree.
for the
I agree.
final.
I agree. Look,
Now
Peter
that
Pan's
the
okay.
Lion King is
I
there.
don't know how Peter Pan made it this far. Even looking back at the beginning,
I don't know how it beat Snow White, honestly.
Yeah. All right. Well, here we are. Wait, real quick. Snow White versus the Lion King. 1, 2, 3.
Lion
Snow
Lion
White.
King. Done. Okay, moving on.
Screw you. Screw you.
You wish.
Hey, I'm the single one here.
Yeah, sorry, buddy.
It's all right. I mean, Trevor comes over sometimes, so who knows what happens.
Nolan, they said you need to move over, that they can't see your pretty face, and I don't.
I think it might be lagging because
I actually don't know what you're talking
of
about,
when
Sean.
he was
Should I
getting
take
Trevor.
my pop filter off?
No, I think it's lagging from when you were trying to get Trevor out of the grate.
Oh.
All right, moving on. Scott Lawless said it. Hey, Scott, it's good to see you. Scott, I was thinking the other day, I haven't
Wait.
seen you since you had kids.
You can see him?
He's right
Where can
there.
you see him?
He's running the camera.
Hey, Scotty.
Oh. I thought that was a light.
Scott would be in here and be like, chip. I don't know.
Jokes about people I don't know.
You don't know Scott?
You've never met Scott?
Oh.
You didn't ever come to camp?
No.
No.
I don't know
Well,
why I thought
I
you
was
did.
a heathen.
that's the only thing Scott does is camp. He's
Beach Springs,
Or
right?
Yeah, but you never came to
Fine Arts Camp?
what
No.
is the church that
Taylor.
Taylor.
All
You
right.
never came
No.
to Taylor.
We're moving on to the next
Let's
round,
move
which is
on.
going to be the last round of the final four because there's only two. It's Frozen versus Monsters Inc. Frozen being the winner of the post-Renaissance revival eras, and Monsters Inc. being the winner of the Pixar era. Okay, well, this is going to be tough because I think maybe The Lion King and Peter Pan are somewhat comparable in the style. I mean, I know they're very different, but as far as that, but I feel like this is why Pixar got their own category. Pixar is so unique unto itself, and then to put it against other Disney movies, like how do you compare any Pixar movie to Snow White? You know, what is that?
That's easy. Snow White wins.
Well, there you go. But really, over every Pixar movie?
I told you it's my favorite, Josh.
If you were one of the 7 dwarves and there was an 8th one and you were that person, you would be stubborn dwarf.
Stubby.
Not as good of a connotation.
I think that's offensive to dwarfs.
Come here, Stubby.
I was just trying to think because it's all like dopey, sneezy, happy.
I don't know. I'm just...
Dopey, sneezy, wheezy, happy.
What do they call a phobia of little people, I wonder?
Sean, what do they call it?
I wish I knew someone who had it. Huh.
We're asking Sean as a therapist, though, right? Who has a knowledge of phobias.
Absolutely,
Right.
absolutely.
Right.
I want the most knowledgeable opinion I can find, and not someone to hire to run into him at Bilo.
Okay, so we've got Frozen.
I found one. Run away. He's going to hit my knees.
No one knows what we're talking about right now.
But it's funny to me.
But it works for us.
All right, so we've got Frozen versus Monsters Inc. Okay, Monsters Inc. is a good movie. I remember being in 6th grade. 6th grade is the time where you're a blooming adolescent. You got hormones. You got girls suddenly appearing.
They've been invisible up until 6th grade for sure.
Yeah. So this is what's happening. And in the boys' bathroom at Northside Middle School, where I went to school, they had the stall. This is just the environment it was. It was men. I feel sorry for anybody who
Guys
was gay.
being dudes.
Anybody who was gay from my 6th grade class. I'm so sorry you had to endure this because it was awful. But you had to. There were the troughs that you peed in. It wasn't like the long horse trough that you see at like football fields occasionally.
Like, with just ice in the bottom of it.
No, it was you have the normal urinal that's like mounted to the wall and it's a couple feet above the ground, right?
The floor length ones.
Then you have the floor length ones, right? That are all the way to the floor and really you're just peeing against a wall and it's going to a drain.
Mm-hmm.
No dividers between these. And there were 4 of them in the space that the 3 of us are sitting. So really close quarters. Of course, we had the rule of 2, obviously. But the other rule was if you look down more than twice, you're gay. And they would stand and watch you pee like against the
Could
other
you
wall.
look down at yourself?
No, if you did, you were gay.
Even if you were looking at your own ding dong?
I know, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Look up.
Hey, don't confuse ding dongs. Ding dongs are a lovely snack made by Hostess.
We're talking about peni right now. So the plural
Use
of
the
penis.
proper medical term.
And
penis.
so we're urinating and all this, and at the same time you don't want to say anything that people are going to make fun of you for, right? But this is right around the time that Monsters Inc. came out. And I remember, I don't know why, but I remember specifically being in the bathroom and we were talking about our favorite movies while we were waiting in line or whatever. And my friend Kale was like, hey.
His
my
name
favorite-
was Kale? Like-
C-A-L-E. Kale
Okay, so not
Detweiler.
quite like the vegetable.
And he's a military man now. Anyway, he said that his favorite movie was Monsters Incorporated. And I loved that movie. And it was just sort of like, people were like, dude, what? And he was like, you got a problem with it? And he was like 8 feet tall. And
He was
they were like,
so you were friends with a giant.
yes. Sort of the opposite of a little person. That's what. But anyway, and we. Yeah, so that just really stuck with me, and I was like, I like that movie too, and they were like,
and all the other dudes were like,
that's gay.
my favorite movie is
Citizen Kane.
Oh no, my dad got me this weekend, so he let me watch Scarface. My mom wouldn't. She makes me watch Babe Pig in the City. But it was directed by the guy that did Mad Max, so it's still pretty cool.
My favorite movie is Pulp Fiction. It actually has the most F words per minute of any movie, but your mom probably wouldn't let you watch it. Mine doesn't know that I have a copy of it, so.
Wait, are we still voting?
So Pulp Fiction versus Frozen.
Pulp Fiction.
All right, so that was my reason
Yeah.
for really liking Monsters Inc.
Mhm.
But I'm voting for Frozen, and I'm going to tell you why.
because we saw it 4 times in theaters.
We did see it 4 times.
One
in
of them was
theaters.
sing along. You sang the boy parts, I sang the girl parts.
The girl car parts.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I mean, it's crazy.
What?
We finish each other's.
Sandwiches.
That's what I was going to say.
I've never met someone. What?
Yes, you've met plenty of people. All right. So anyway, I'm voting for Frozen. I like the music. I'm going to throw more reasons out there in the next round too. I'm voting for Frozen.
Sauron. What is your vote, friend?
Okay. I'm struggling with this one because I really like Monsters Inc. I think it's a funnier movie.
Mm-hmm.
And also, I'm pretty sure we're going to dress Lily up like Boo this year for Halloween.
You should.
Life.
And Josh and I are going to be Mike and Sully,
Yeah.
which is going to be adorable.
Okay, one of you should be Mike, the other should be Sully, but dressed as Sully Sullenberger, the guy who landed the plane on the Hudson after geese flew into his engine, and see how long it takes people to get it.
Okay, I would do that, but actually, we've already decided our Halloween costumes this year.
We are not going to be Vines,
We are gonna
Josh.
be
Nobody
Vines.
is going to get it.
The tasty
It's-
red candy, that's an off-brand version of Twizzlers.
It's going to be tough.
No,
to
we're going to
do.
be Vines.
We're not doing Vines.
Yes, we are. I am.
You can't dress up like regular people. No one will
Yes,
know who you
can.
are.
If I have my head, my thing pulled over my head, and my ears sticking out, and I go, zoom, people are going to know. And I'm going to have a shirt that says Free Shavakadu.
Okay.
See, I wouldn't know that until you told me, oh, it's a vine.
Anyway, I really like Monsters Inc.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's iconic. What? Oh,
I'm laughing at what Seth said. I'm very glad those geese died too.
oh my gosh.
Okay, so you really like Monsters Inc.
I do. I think it's iconic. Well, I'm saying it's iconic, but now I can't remember. Turn that thing off where it came from, or so help me. So
What?
help me.
Turn that thing off where it came from?
What is that? What it is?
My God, Siren, have you seen the movie? Put that thing
Put
back
that
where
thing
it came
back where it
from.
came
Or so
from.
help me.
So help me.
So help me.
Yeah.
And cut.
Anyway, that's iconic, even though I got it wrong. I think it's
Yeah,
just
that's-
funny.
The true sign of an iconic scene is when most people get it wrong.
Hold on, though. The Star Wars line.
Yeah,
Everybody misquotes that.
yeah.
Still iconic.
Yeah, I know. I know exactly what you're talking about. You can.
You'll get there.
both of you.
You'll get there.
I hate y'all so much.
You can. Try to use the Force, Luke.
No, that's not the most misquoted line.
Actually.
Oh no, I've broken him. Now we are to a standstill.
Yes, Dad, Josh,
One of-
Seth, whoever you are, that is
Actually,
the line.
one of the characters in the Star Wars movie as a joke misquoted all of his lines. Yoda. But he loved it so much he went with it.
Yeah.
Josh is crying.
That's what I was laughing about so hard.
Okay, I want everyone to know that
I'm voting for
Josh
Frozen.
never laughs at anybody else. Every time he laughs, he's laughing at a joke that he made in his head. Yes,
No, that's not true.
that is true.
No, I remember one time when my uncle Terry stopped by. You know, Terry Stokes and the Assless Chaps.
Yeah, the band.
When he
his band.
stopped by, I remember Josh kind of turtling up into his hoodie over. I think he was talking about watching TV or something.
Yeah, it
but
was,
that's for another day.
Man, that was a good belly laugh. I haven't had that
Yeah.
in years.
Okay, anyway, so I'm voting for Frozen.
So is Frozen unanimous?
Yeah, I think it is.
I can't
fruit-animous.
not vote for a musical.
That's fair.
That was actually sort of my other reason is like the music is so very
Yeah.
good, and like while Monsters Inc. has the musical, like obviously it's not a musical movie, and I don't know that adds an extra layer for me, and it's a lot of fun, so I'm good with it.
Also, yeah.
What was that sound?
Yeah. Are you scatting right now?
Lick bang.
Oh no. Oh no. This is the hardest I've seen Saren laugh other than poop talk.
All right.
Yo, it's only 9:48 and I already feel delirious.
Well, we're going into the
Oh,
final round, but
that's
we do
so
have
funny.
to take a moment and go to where I like to call the money pit, where we get all our funds from, and that is into that's to thank our sponsors for this evening. So we got to roll an ad, and we couldn't figure out how to make it work live, so we're gonna have to just do it live. So, Saren,
What? I'm sorry, I wasn't
you
listening.
can take a break if you want to, or you can stay here. We got to do the ad.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I usually take a pee break during the ad. Bah.
Yeah, today's episode is brought to you by. Sorry, I've got it pulled up right here.
Yeah, you get in touch with all the ad people.
Today's episode is actually brought to you by Baking Bad, the new restaurant that has opened right up on the corner of Main and Church Street downtown, and they wanted to get a private sponsorship in. Baking Bad, it's a new. I don't really know what they serve, but
I don't know either.
it's pretty good, and we put together this little ad for it. So I hope you enjoy.
Hello, I'm Rip Tip Tom Tugger, here to tell you about Baking Bad. It's a new restaurant. Come on down. We have muffins infused with sugar rock candy to look like blue methamphetamine from your favorite show.
Wait.
Huh?
Wait. Blue?
What? What? What is it, son? Please answer me. Come on down to the baking bed and help us find out where these big old blue barrels of gooshy goo go to. Are they dead bodies? I sure hope not.
Dead bodies.
What? No, I did not say that.
Oh, sorry.
You're clearly mishearing me. Rip Tip Tom Tugger.
Did you memorize these lines?
Absolutely.
All right.
Come on down to the baking bed, where our chef will certainly not poison you with ricin in your cupcakes.
Like in The Office.
Absolutely, The Office.
But they put rice in their cupcakes?
Yes, ricin.
So it's like a Rice Krispie treat kind of cupcake.
Very similar.
I would eat that.
You may have some side effects that may include diarrhea, nausea, heartburn, indigestion. It may cause death.
But all of the things you named, you could just take Pepto-Bismol.
Absolutely.
Nausea, heartburn, indigestion, upset stomach, diarrhea.
Come on down.
Pepto-Bismol.
Just come on down to the baking pad. We also have Pepto-Bismol for sale.
Oh.
So,
I guess it's
listen.
not a good sign when you go into the restaurant and they already have the Pepto-Bismol out. But honestly, I respect it and I appreciate it. Just think if Taco Bell did that, how much more we would like them.
I suppose it's true. You know, in England, we don't get around to Taco Bells or McDonald's much. We sometimes sit around and wish we had the gumption to come up with something so unhealthy. But everyone knows in England, we only eat the freshest. So come on down to the English-inspired baking pad, where you will have meth in your cupcakes. Thank you.
All right. And that was Baking Bad. Baking Bad. Let's cook.
I just woke up. What just happened?
We were doing our Baking Bad ad.
Oh,
Bad ad.
I think. Okay, so I woke up a few weeks ago. I have a scar in the back of my head now. I think someone implanted. Did a guy named Rip Tip Tom Tugger come out here?
Yeah. I thought you were doing a character.
No, he's been taking me over. Legitimately.
Okay. Oh, sort of like in Westworld.
Actually, yeah.
Are the humans the androids? Are the androids the humans? Is J.J. Abrams an android?
Precisely. Stop.
I did.
It's really exhausting.
Wow. Well, Saren, are you okay? There's Saren. All right. Well, we're going into our last round here, but yeah, I'm just having in the words of the Flintstones, a gay old time. You okay?
Absolutely.
Seem a little down.
No, I'm good.
All right. We're going into the final round here of the TLDR.
All right. That's what I'm
Madness.
talking about.
Is that your Matthew McConaughey?
No, that's
Oh.
from Hamilton.
Oh.
That's right before the cabinet battle.
I know.
I've
All
only
right.
listened to it once.
The next episode that comes out,
Are you gonna
maybe
listen to it again?
I didn't.
Oh, okay.
either the episode before this one or the one after this. If you're watching live, the next episode that's coming out is probably going to be about Hamilton, so you need to tune in for that. It was pretty good. All right, so we're going into the final round here of Mouse Madness. Thank God.
I'm so ready to be done with this.
It's time.
We're also excited about this wonderful idea that we had that should have only taken 3 weeks, but took 3 months. Okay, so the final round is going to be The Lion King versus Frozen. And I'm going to tell you, it's tough.
Easy for me.
We know.
I know, and you know.
All right. I'm going to make an argument first.
Go for it.
Can I do that? I feel like I let y'all do all the first ones normally.
Mhm.
All right. I'm going to present both cases, and then I want you two to chime in.
Okay.
Let's talk about Frozen.
Okay.
Frozen has... Here's the downsides of Frozen for me. It has like 5 songs. That's it.
And it's all like top loaded.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. There's no music in like the second half of the movie.
Yeah.
That's probably true of The Lion King now that I'm thinking about it. But... I mean, well, no, you really get like a 3-act structure, and like Hakuna Matata is right there in the middle of that.
Yeah, and I feel like the ending has the big orchestral number.
Oh yeah, when
So-
it Oh God.
Well, yeah,
What-
you're
he's
going to talk
climbing
about
Pride
that.
Rock.
So
My God.
yeah,
Yeah.
That music is truly some of my favorite music ever written. Like, and I mean that. Like, it's my like get juiced up music. I listen to it before we do every podcast.
my get juiced up is "Lose Yourself" by Eminem.
My juiced up is Velcro by Clarity.
Never heard of either of those things.
Oh yeah, that's
you know
a good
what
song.
I'm talking about? I
Yeah.
love that song. I always listen to that song if I need to get hyped. I
know.
look good in Velcro.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. That's a good song.
Yeah, that's awesome.
All right. Well, okay. So that's sort of a downside for Frozen, but all of the music is good in Frozen. It's solid.
Yeah, there's not really a weak song.
Yeah, I like every song. Though I will say, is it Robert Lopez? No, the guy that wrote the music. I can't think of his name.
Yeah.
He almost has 3 EGOTs. An EGOT being when you win an Emmy, Grammy, Oscar, and Tony. There are only 15 people in history that have done it. Whoopi Goldberg,
That was the first one that I knew.
Richard Rodgers.
What's her name? It was the lady in Oz. She also has one.
Who?
Rita Moreno.
Oh, okay. Yeah, possibly. I don't recognize her name.
I think she does. Maybe she doesn't. I don't know.
There was another guy named like Jonathan Turpin, I think. I didn't recognize his name, but out of the 15, I just clicked on one of them to take me to their Wikipedia page, and I was reading about him, and it was like,
Hey, Dad, don't tell me what to do.
worked a lot with Stephen Sondheim, worked a lot like Stephen Sondheim, blah, 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 blah. And I was like, oh, that's cool. And we were in the middle of doing Into the Woods, and I looked to my left on my desk, and sitting on my desk is the score to Into the Woods with the name orchestrated by Jonathan Turpin. And I really hope that's his name. But yeah, it was right there on my desk when I was reading it. All right, so
Also, just an update. Rita Moreno does have an EGOT.
Rita
I feel
Moreno.
like Lin-Manuel's on his way to getting an EGOT.
Yeah, probably. Actually, that would make a lot of sense.
If he ever composes something for TV.
He only has a few TV mentions actually in the program.
No, I know, but like if he writes something for TV,
Yeah.
I feel like he'll win.
Well, Robert has done stuff for most notably for Frozen, and he did Avenue Q and also the Book of Mormon. Siren,
What?
why do you keep yawning?
I'm sleepy.
So yeah. Anyway, enough about the EGOT nonsense. The composer is very good. He and his wife did the music, and it is very good. And but the Lion King, from the very beginning, to the very end, the really big bass drum head at the end. It's solid. It's so good the whole time. It's good. Scar, great villain. Timon and Pumbaa, strong supporting cast. Zazu, more like Sassy Zoo, Sazu. That's where
You
he got his
got
name.
there.
Yeah, there it was. Out of the park. Nala, strong female character. The mom, whose name's Narabi. No,
I think you're thinking of
Sarabi?
Sarabi.
Yeah.
yeah, you were thinking of Nairobi, an African
It was-
country.
It
I was
came
close.
to me.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's her name?
Sarabi.
Sarabi. I keep thinking of like Sir Robbie. But yeah, she's
Sir Robbie,
another strong
devil.
female character. She is not having Scar's booty.
Yeah.
It is.
I do love how it's
It's
like
true.
the women that rise up against him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go girls. And then
Hashtag me too.
hashtag male explain.
But if you have nothing against you, it's hashtag not me.
Oh my god.
So anyway,
People are gonna think that you're actually like this.
Saren, what is your vote?
This is really difficult for me.
Try to look interested in the subject matter.
No, I feel really conflicted. For one thing, Lion King is the first movie that I remember seeing in theaters, and I was obsessed with it for like 2 years. So, obviously, for me, it holds like a very dear place in my heart. And I just watched it recently with Lily. So good. It is so good. But I also watched Frozen very recently with Lily.
Mhm.
As in today.
Today, yesterday, the day before, etc. And it's also so good. And I mean, let's let Nolan go.
Nolan, what do you think?
Lion King. I mean, I've kind of expounded on my thoughts on it already. And you filled in the gaps as I wanted you to. I prefer it. And it's a tinge of that nostalgia, too.
Mm.
Because I saw it when I was a kid. I was like, this is really good when I was a child. And now as an adult, I'm like, still really good.
Not gonna be a mighty. Can you feel the love tonight?
Is that a medley?
Hakuna Matata.
It is.
What a wonderful. Can't do it with Frozen.
Okay, so I know that Lion King just won, but for what it's worth, my vote probably is Frozen.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry.
We'll try to unfreeze it and get it to us as fast as you can.
God.
Oh, I hate Me Too. Hashtag I hate Me Too. Not
Oh,
the
no.
movement.
Stop.
Oh, no.
Stop it. Y'all need to be nice.
Hey, mine was nice. Mine
Stop.
was saying, no, hashtag not me.
Hey,
Oh, I
Sarah.
almost caught it.
Saren, your dad asked an important question there. Can you feel? Ow. Do I feel like anything to you?
You feel like a grown man.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, Sean. I'm a grown man. My wife just confirmed it. Nolan could too, but he's too far away. Yeah, I think it's pretty unanimous. Obviously, Lion King is better
It's
than
pretty
Frozen.
what?
Unanimous? Is that when everyone's in agreement but they don't want to tell people about it?
No, it's my new.
Are we unanimous?
No, it's my new app. It's my new cybersecurity app, Unanimous.
Oh my God.
You just send me your information, and I make you disappear from the internet.
Oh, that was funny.
That's like, yeah.
Into the dark
That
web.
sounds bad.
All
sounds
right,
like
so
a
is
bad
the
bit.
Lion King our champion?
Yep, we
It
have
is.
a winner.
I wanna be the Lion King, so enemies beware.
I've never seen a mighty beast with quite so little hair.
If I don't
I
remember.
wanna be the main event. Like no king.
I don't
was
know musicals
before.
like y'all too.
I don't know what he says right
here.
here. He says something like, I'm something,
I'm
working
looking
out.
out,
I'm working on my
my
roar. He was starting a hardcore band, and that's why. Oh, God. Wow.
We did it.
We did it.
We're finally through with this
It's live.
thing.
They can't delete it now. I mean, I guess they could.
Y'all can't do nothing about it. Facebook.
So even if we somehow
You
mess
wanna
up
bet?
the audio in recording, it's still out there.
it's still out there.
Oh, God. No, it's not going to. There's no editing happening. It's going up just like this.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
All
It
right, so
should.
like I was saying, let's get a couple of housekeeping things out of the way. Next week, before you go, next week we're going to be watching. We're going to be releasing an episode about Hamilton and some of the the antics that go on behind the scenes in the NBA,
It's real fun.
which is the best part of the NBA to me. And then after that, we're going to be going back on a normal schedule. We can, I know I was looking through my notes a minute ago. We got some things to talk about, kids, that are very important in the world. Mainly drive-through etiquette at headphone drive-through. Headphone etiquette at drive. You know what?
Whose headphones? Yours or the person's?
The person working it and yours. Do you put on their headphones? Could that be a new thing? It's sweeping the nation.
I think. No.
All right. Well,
Hold on just a second. Can we talk about drive-through etiquette really quick? You need to know what you want before you arrive to the window.
but what if no one's in
Absolutely.
line? What if no one's in line?
It doesn't matter, Josh. You always say,
No.
I need a few seconds. And then you take like
Here's the
a
thing.
billion years. It's like we're never going to go to Taco Bell again. And it's like you have to pick the perfect thing.
Yeah.
I absolutely have my mind made up when I'm at the, like, as soon as I'm up.
You need to know.
No. You're never with me when I'm by myself.
Oh my
When I'm by
gosh.
myself, I usually know. I'm usually pulling in, and I'm like, I need
Oh,
a
I know.
Baconator with extra bacon,
I know exactly what it is
large.
for me. Taco
shit.
Bell, they brought back the naked chicken chalupas.
Mhm.
So right now it's wild naked chicken chalupa combo, large Baja Blast. Can I turn those 2 hard tacos into soft tacos? Yes, thank you.
Hot sauce.
6
Whoa.
something.
Done.
2. Ask for 3 packets of hot sauce.
They just
One
give
for
us
each.
They just throw a handful
Or,
out.
if that's not there, the meal deal D, as in dog, which is a beefy 5-layer burrito, pack of Doritos, large drink, which is an upgrade for 20 cents, and a caramel apple empanada.
Ooh.
I always
Wait,
go
they
with,
have they have that?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh.
I always go with a
good.
number 7 chicken and soft taco. Hot sauce on the side.
Right now I'm doing the 5 for 5
Oh, yeah.
5 for 5 is good.
because it's a good deal.
You get 5
But
things for $5.
I get the same thing every time I go to McDonald's. There's no change up.
What do you get?
Number 2.
Nope. 2
That's what I get.
cheeseburgers, only mac sauce and cheese, apple pie, large Coke. Boom.
Wow. They changed the dollar menu like within the last year to that 1, 2, 3 menu, and that
Mhm.
messed me all kinds up because I love having some variety. And if
Josh
it's only
used to get a
$1
McChicken and a McDouble.
and a
value
small fry and
fry.
a drink. Yeah.
Yep.
And now it's like, do I want the triple cheeseburger? Do I want the classic chicken? Do I want the McDouble, the bacon McDouble? Do I want the 2 tenders with that that tasty Szechuan sauce in my
Now
mouth?
that they have the Szechuan sauce, my order will be chicken nuggets.
Do I want? But the thing is, to
I don't
get
like
it,
the Szechuan sauce.
I can go to Burger King.
I like sweet and sour better.
That's fine. That's fine. It's okay. I go in and out. But if you go to Burger King, you can get 10 nuggets for $1.59. $1.59.
Yeah,
you
but
know how
Burger
much
King nuggets suck.
they're okay. I think
No.
they're okay.
They're fine.
No.
But if you go to McDonald's and you want the 10 nugget combo, you know how much it costs now?
How much?
Like $6.
It's like it's $7 after tax.
Also, shout out to my mom because McDonald's got rid of their large cups being styrofoam, and I like the styrofoam cups. Maybe bad for the environment. I don't care
I like the styrofoam cups too.
Why does it make a difference?
because it holds the ice in better.
Yeah.
and doesn't
And it
ma-
doesn't
and
condensate.
Exactly. Your drink doesn't get leaky everywhere.
The
So-
styrofoam comes in and says, "Take that water cycle."
Burger King still has styrofoam cups in their
Ooh.
larges, so I've been
I-
going there more.
We did eat Burger King a few times while we were on the way to and from Florida.
What? Really?
Yeah, that's what my dad wanted, so we ate it.
Okay.
Absolutely.
It was okay. It was a pretty good burger.
Yeah.
The Whopper?
Oh, I don't get a
Solid.
Whopper. I
What'd
just
you
get
get?
like a cheeseburger.
You know what I got last time I went to Burger King? And oh, it was good. I got that Rodeo King burger. Woo! Comes with two patties, mayonnaise, cheese, bacon, barbecue sauce, and onion rings.
That sounds so good right now.
Oh man, that sounds so good. You know what else sounds good though? You got talking about it a second ago. Taco Bell sounds really good
Yeah,
right
it
now
does.
in my belly.
It does.
Hmm.
I will regret
But-
that. Keep me up all night.
Keep me up all night. Who's the fourth listener right now? We've got the 3 of us on. Who is the last person here?
I'm on the TLDR page, so it's not me.
Well, who are the 2 people that are here?
I don't know.
Sean said the Little Mermaid, so
No context.
I don't
None.
know what that means, Sean. Can you explain? Actually, I don't have any of those comments on my phone. Oh, I've been frozen on my phone for a long time.
Well, silly. That
Well-
would be why.
Hey, Joshua Main Stewart.
Okay. Oh, someone takes.
Hey, Josh, can I borrow Fallout New Vegas again? Because I need to play through it again, or I want to. Just let me know in the comments. Wow,
If
y'all are
not,
like a
I'll
whole
just
20
ask
seconds
him.
behind. Sean, let's meet in Commerce. Carly said this whole other episode. Carly, we haven't even gotten started on headphone etiquette in the drive-through, but that's okay. I think that is another
Yeah, I agree.
conversation.
Mm-hmm.
I agree.
Stay tuned for our riveting conversation. The Little Mermaid is not the best Disney movie, Sean. The Little Mermaid lost out to. Wait
Lost
for
out
it.
pretty early, right?
I'm willing to wait for it. The Little Mermaid lost out to Mulan, Sean. Get out of my face.
Yeah.
No, get out
Yeah,
of my face.
Mulan is
It
unequivocally
lost
the
in
better
the first round. It wasn't even in the top 3 of its category. Get out of here. Get out of here. This is nonsense. Thanks, Josh. All right, everybody. We're headed out. Good night.
Yes.
Thanks for hanging out
movie.
with
Night,
us.
Seth. Night,
We might do
everybody.
this more often, except for it's a lot of setup, so probably not. Okay.
Bye.
Okay, bye.
Okay, wait. Oh, Trevor's coming back out. Hold on. Let me see
Hang
if I
on.
can get him up here.
Is he in the vent still?
Yeah, it looks like he is.
We'll
I
get him
don't-
out.
Hold on.
Give him the mic.
Trevor, do you want to say something to the people?
Absolutely, Daddy. Can you lift me up?
You weigh too much, Trevor.
Okay,
Normal.
I'll say my piece down here. Listen, everybody, go check out this podcast. They do a lot of hard work. It's really good. Sometimes I disagree with them because sometimes they're stupid. Most of that Nolan idiot.
Hey,
It's okay though. Please come check it out. Okay, thanks. Bye!
I guess that's what he had to say.
We did it.
We did it. We did it.
I thought that went pretty well.
I don't think we said anything bad.